I don't know what to do. I have no answers. They're kicking me out of my hotel room because
no attendant, no one to help me. They really bummed me around. They first said they asked me for a particular document, and I initially couldn't find it, and then I did finally found it. When I found it, they were like, no, the staff had changed, and they were like, no, this is no use.
Recently, millions of foreigners applying for UK visas have been rejected, while most other foreigners who were in the UK are getting their visas cancelled and expected to leave the UK immediately.
The UK Home Office have cancelled my visa because of some reasons I don't actually understand. They say I am working illegally in the UK, that my sponsorship is fake, and I need to go back to my country. It's really hard for me now, as I don't know what to do, where to go, who to talk to. It's really frustrating, but what can I do? It is what it is already. I have to go.
For those whose visas have been recently rejected, the UK Home Office have given reasons for their visa rejection, and one of the reasons is that they came to the UK through illegal means, pretending to be asylum seekers when they are not. For those whose visas have been revoked in the UK government have said most of them were found working illegally in the country, some sponsored under fake companies that do not exist, and others due to criminal activities they involved themselves in.
To bring in tougher powers to tackle organised immigration crime, including pursuing those involved in supply chains, to increase enforcement and returns, and a bill that allows us to take stronger action on those who put the lives of others at risk at sea.
But the question all Brits are asking is that if you've truly revoked these visas and are refusing many from coming, why are they still tons of illegals living and working in the UK? In today's video, we will take a look at all this, so make sure you subscribe to our channel and ring the bell for more content. You won't see this in the mainstream media. In recent months, the UK government has taken a hard stance on immigration, leading to millions of visa applications being rejected and numerous existing visas being revoked. For many foreigners, this has created a complex and often distressing situation. While the government cites various reasons for these decisions, the broader implications for the UK's immigration system and its socio-economic landscape are significant and warrant a closer examination. UK Home Office has reported a dramatic increase in the number of visa rejections, with millions of applications denied. For those who have recently applied for visas, the reasons for rejection are often outlined in correspondence from the Home Office. One of the most common reasons cited is the allegation that some applicants arrived in the country through illegal means, masquerading as asylum seekers when they do not meet the criteria for such status. This crackdown on visa applications aligns with the government's efforts to maintain control over its borders and uphold national security. By tightening the criteria for visa approval, officials aim to deter individuals from attempting to exploit the asylum system, which has been a contentious issue in recent years. The government argues that this is a necessary step to ensure that the asylum system is reserved for those who genuinely need protection. In addition to the rejection of new visa applications, the UK government has also focused on revoking visas of those already residing in the country. Reports indicate that many individuals have received notices to leave the UK immediately, often accompanied by explanations for their visa cancellation. One primary reason for these revocations is the discovery of individuals working illegally. The government has stated that many of those affected were found to be employed without the proper documentation, which is a violation of UK immigration laws. This issue of illegal employment is compounded by the revelation that some individuals were sponsored by fictitious companies, further complicating the landscape of lawful employment in the UK. Moreover, there are cases where visa cancellations stem from criminal activities. The government has made it clear that individuals involved in criminal behaviour, regardless of their immigration status, will face serious consequences, including deportation. As the UK government enforces these stringent measures, many citizens are left questioning the effectiveness of the immigration system. If the government is successfully revoking visas and denying new applications, why do reports persist of countless illegal immigrants living and working in the UK? This question highlights a significant gap in the government's immigration strategy. Despite the high number of visa rejections and cancellations, the presence of undocumented immigrants remains a persistent issue. Critics argue that the government's crackdown is more symbolic than substantive, raising concerns about the true effectiveness of enforcement measures. The reality of illegal immigration in the UK is complex. Many individuals who find themselves in this situation are not merely trying to circumvent the law, they are often fleeing dire circumstances in their home countries. The motivations behind illegal immigration can include a lack of economic opportunities, political instability, and ongoing violence. For some, the journey to the UK may begin with a legitimate desire to seek asylum or a better life. However, once in the UK, individuals may face a labyrinth of bureaucratic obstacles, leading some to work illegally out of necessity. This situation creates a cycle of vulnerability and exploitation, where individuals are forced to navigate an immigration system that can feel impenetrable. The UK government's recent actions have drawn mixed reactions from the public. On one hand, there is a segment of the population that supports the crackdown on illegal immigration, viewing it as a necessary measure to protect national interests and maintain the integrity of the immigration system. For these individuals, the idea of a country being able to control its borders resonates deeply, especially in light of rising concerns about security and public resources. On the other hand, there are substantial concerns regarding the humanitarian implications of such policies. Critics argue that the government's approach could lead to the unjust treatment of vulnerable individuals who are simply seeking refuge from difficult circumstances. The punitive measures against those found to be in the country illegally may exacerbate the challenges faced by these individuals and push them further into the shadows. The repercussions of the UK government's immigration policies extend beyond individual cases. They also affect communities and the economy at large. Many sectors rely on migrant labour, including agriculture, hospitality, and healthcare. The revocation of visas and the crackdown on illegal immigration could lead to labour shortages in these vital industries, ultimately impacting the economy. Communities that have traditionally welcomed immigrants may also feel the strain of heightened enforcement measures. The fear and uncertainty surrounding immigration status can create tension within neighbourhoods, leading to divisions among residents. In light of the current situation, many experts and advocates are calling for a comprehensive reform of the UK immigration system. Such reform would address the root causes of illegal immigration while also providing clear pathways for individuals seeking asylum or economic opportunities. A more humane approach could include implementing programs that support legal migration, improving access to legal assistance for those navigating the asylum process, and ensuring that individuals are not left vulnerable to exploitation. Additionally, the government could focus on strengthening partnerships with community organisations to better support immigrants and refugees. As the UK grapples with the complexities of immigration, it is clear that a balanced and effective approach is needed. The current strategy of mass rejections and visa revocations may yield short-term results, but it does not address the underlying issues that drive individuals to migrate illegally. The government must consider the broader implications of its policies, recognising that immigration is not solely a matter of border control, but also a reflection of the nation's values and commitment to human rights. Finding a middle ground that respects the rule of law while providing compassion and support for those in need could ultimately strengthen the fabric of society and contribute to a more cohesive and harmonious community.